Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon back with another episode of DC Universe Online. So we are back on the test server for the next event, the next seasonal event in the long streak of events at the beginning of the year. So after Christmas there's just a few days off and the anniversary is next. I was debating if I should do a video at all because it's not really on the test server that long. It's less than a week, but I figure adding the rewards and the styles to the library could still be useful going forward if people want to reference it during the event, like when you're trying to figure out what base items to collect on which alt or which styles you want to collect. So just like all the other seasonals, I'm going to start first by looking at the Feats. So we're back in the beginning, first event of the year. And I'm going to scroll to the bottom, figure out where 2021 ends and 2022 begins. Okay, so they added all this stuff last year for the new raid, so the 2022 Feats are just the last 4. Okay, so usually they rework one of the styles, although this time it is the vendor set. Enhanced Lexcorp Salvation. So if they're going villain on this one, it's probably just going to be the Lexcorp Salvation set retextured. So I think that's a T2 villain style. I'm not too familiar with the villain side. And let's see, we got a floating Harbinger hologram. So I'm sure that's going to look the same as the hologram you talked to. Collect red bleed aura or blue bleed aura. So I should probably have enough currency to get both of those so we can look at both of them. And then 10 base items. That doesn't seem like a lot. Seems pretty straightforward, so you're just getting the set. I mean, that can probably be costly. Only have to worry about this one accessory, one of the auras, and 10 base items. Alright, so here we are at the vendor. There's a bleed chroma box. There's no feat for that, but we'll take a look at it, of course, because it's a chroma. There's also a material no feat. Unless, of course, they're going to add that in later. The Harbinger hologram, you can take a look at it sort of here. You can see it a little bit. It's a floating head. And let's pick up the 2 auras. There are some loose things here also, like here's a monitor mask. It's kind of a new gas ventilator / mask. And Lexcorp Salvation is a style only, so it won't increase your combat rating. I kind of like it better that way, because that way I could pass it down to lower alts that I don't necessarily want to move up yet. Okay, we are full. And we still have a problem with the test server inventory. Okay, so the material does not pop a feat. This should. Yep. And one of the auras should. And we're not going to be able to finish that. Okay, so we left off with the back piece. Okay, so we've got 2 additional statues. The statues of Triumph. So I'm guessing these 2 are not added on to last year's feat, because last year there was a feat for collecting all of them. So these 2 are just for collection purposes, although they do count as part of the 2022 set. I won't be able to get them on this server. Let's see, we did the one who waits alert, so I guess it's not, it doesn't like check whether you did it in the past. You're gonna have to like do them over. Because I definitely did the alert and won the alert on this, on the test server. Okay, so we need 10 of these. Let's see how big the set is. So there's a Legion of Doom poster. Large version. So these are just the episode key art. And some loading screens. So it looks like they're just filling in some of the loading screens that were not presented last year, which is a lot. Okay, no, it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Okay, so there are 16 posters, which is really 8, because you're going to want to collect the small ones for your base and then donate the big ones to the League Hall. And then there are 2 statues, so that's exactly 10 items if you wanted to get one of each. So that's pretty simple to keep track of. I'll just keep this video to the styles though, because the posters, like you've seen those in the loading screens already. There's no need to go over those. Alright, so starting first off with the style, this is what the enhanced Lexcorp Salvation looks like. I didn't change the chroma I had on before, which is that's the magnetic neon from Legion. But I did have only one of them on every piece, so that's what it would look like applied on the set, except the back, hands, and belt are something else. Let me just swap those out really quick to the same chroma. Okay, so that's what it would look like totally matched up.
Greetings, visitor. Performing scheduled patrol.
So it's not too exciting this year because it's an existing set. But it is something that I do want them to do. I want them to go back to the old sets and retexture them.
Patrolling for intruders.
Okay, now let's go on to the new stuff. So this set should look good with new aura. So this is the red bleed.
Scanning island perimeter.
We'll see how they came up with this. I'm gonna say that kind of looks like the full antimatter, except it's less of a gradation, and of course it's all red. So it's a good updated, like, pure red aura. If you're looking to swap out like a cosmic or a plasmic, this would be a good one to update your styles with. And let's quickly swap this costume to blue as we put the blue aura on. And then for materials, we're going to put Cation.
Patrolling for intruders.
And yeah, blue looks like blue.
Performing scheduled patrol. Greetings, visitor.
Alright, for the materials, let's go to... for the one that's just the material, not the chroma, I'm going to use this set because this is just using the forged metal material. So it's a set that works good with basically one slot. Okay, so bleed material is replacing this. And I think we're going to want some contrast there. Let me put drachma in place of anion. And let's also put drachma in place of this. Okay, so we have some contrast there. Yeah, I wouldn't use the bleed material to color armor. This is more of a special effects, like you put it on the weapons or wings, something like that. But the material is going with the red color. Alright, so let's reset that. So in this case, we're going to leave the armor as that gold. And we'll put bleed on the other two slots. Oh, wait a second. Is that tintable? Just a second. That might actually be tintable. Oh, okay. So the bleed material is tintable. So if I wanted that to be red, I would just do that. So it's just taking the first slot. Oh, I should do that with the hands too. Okay, this is how I would use it. A little bit more subtle on the cape, belt, and hands.
Patrolling for intruders.
Okay, so let's see, bleed chroma. We're going to use this set because this will display the 3 slots properly. So you're going to be looking at everything except the hands, waist, and back as we go through this. Probably need to open the box.
Scanning island perimeter.
Okay, so set 1. And just to confirm that that's tintable. Yep. The same texture as the material is tintable, basically. But we'll leave that red for now. Chroma 2. So this just swaps the black and the gray, leaving the texture on the trim. See, for this particular set, I would want that special effects on the gems. So let's see if version 3 does that. Nope. Okay, so none of these 3 work with the armor that I have displayed. That's interesting, because usually it does.
Patrolling for intruders.
But with this combination, you can take a good look at how the texture and animation works with the armor. Still retains the shape of the armor. So you get some of the lines and textures of each piece. So overall, the set was kind of boring but necessary in my opinion. But these other items definitely make up for it. They're pretty interesting to play with, especially with them being tintable. And this is the floating Harbinger head accessory, which looks a little bit creepy because it looks like a cut-off head, especially if you pose with a weapon in battle stance. I'm sure you could make a lot of funny screenshots with this one. Or if you had the headless jacket, I'm sure you could probably get the right angle and try to line it up. But yeah, not something I would use on any of my characters, but you do have to collect this on at least one so that the account gets the feat. Okay, so those are the anniversary rewards. This should be up Tuesday if nothing goes wrong. I think more than likely you'll notice that the event is up before watching this video even. Okay, good luck with this event, and thanks for watching.